Hey, Hawks. Hey, sorry. Okay, too much. Okay, I'll chill. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and let's just look at the cards. Okay, let's go ahead and start this. I'm gonna just kind of expand it a little bit. I think I expanded it too much. Well, I really need you guys to see the pictures in it. All right, so here we go. Hold on. Okay. Can you guys see everything in there? Hopefully you can. All right. So guys, I actually have this as a PDF form right now. When you guys go to Schoology, you will be able to download it as a PDF, and then you guys will be able to look at it. But as for now, I just basically want to be able to just show you guys uh, some of the things I want you to pay attention to. Okay. Now, remember I told you guys that you're going to judge everything based on a value of 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Okay. Now, remember, 1 is really not much like you at all. 2, some of those things are like me, but most of it is not. Okay. 3, you can think of it as, oh, I do a lot of these things, but not all of them. So that doesn't really describe me all the way. And then a 4, you can think of it as, oh my God, like that's me. Like I'm like that for real, right? Okay, I'm being a little extra. But anyway, that's how you can kind of think of like the value system. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus on the gold card. Okay, so in the gold card, there are certain things that I want you guys to pay attention to. Okay, now when the study first came out, as far as true colors, you were only supposed to just look at the cards, and you were supposed to figure out what part of the card you were supposed to pay attention to in order for you to figure out what is most like you. I want to say for the past 6 years have been doing this, and I always point out the smaller things on the cards to my students just so they can kind of get some idea about the symbolism and how they can see which card actually describes them the most. Okay, so I'm going to describe some of the things in the video, and then I'm going to give you some time to kind of think. Okay, and also when I give you the time to think, it's going to be a little time for me to drink my coffee because I like coffee. Okay, anyway, okay, back to what I was saying. Now, I am seriously always like this, for real. All right, so let's go to the gold card, okay? If you guys look at the gold card, there's certain things that you're going to see. Now, if I can get you guys to number 1, you're going to look at the clock, okay? Now, by looking at this clock, I want you guys to imagine that maybe this card represents someone who is very structured. They do not like to waste time. Maybe time management is maybe something they're good at, or maybe they're just one of those people who want you to always respect their time. So the clock is very, very apparent on this card. So then maybe that's a really, really big deal. Okay. I also want you guys to look at the piggy bank. Okay. Imagine if you could describe a person, or if this card described a person and you saw a piggy bank, what would that make you think about that person? Maybe that would make you think, oh my gosh, this person may be really about making money, or maybe they're careful about money. Maybe they're into investing. Maybe money is always the end goal. Maybe money motivates them, right? Okay, so then you also have a letter. Maybe this person likes to write. Okay, maybe they have to write everything down. And also you see a podium. Okay, this is the podium right here. Now, this may also be a person who likes to talk. Okay, maybe they don't have an issue taking a leadership role in something. Okay, maybe they're just the type to be organized. Maybe the notebook represents organization. Okay, so if we look at the symbolism in the picture, okay, we can see that there's a clock, which can basically mean they're really serious about their time management. Piggy bank, they're really motivated by money. Maybe money is extremely important. And guys, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. just be leery of what you're willing to give up to get it, because everything is not worth everything. Okay. Ask your parents about that. I'm not going into that. But anyway, okay. Maybe this person is also very organized, okay? And they have the podium that normally represents someone who is not afraid to step up, not afraid to speak their mind, not afraid to, distinguish or to show leadership traits, okay? And distinguish themselves from people who are not leaders. Got it? Now I want you guys to look at the suits, okay? This can mean that maybe this person is a businessman. And then you see the umbrella. Maybe they're the kind of person that likes to prepare for something just in case something happens, you know? Now, here's a couple of things I need you guys to pay attention to, okay? This symbolism, it tells a lot, but if you don't pay attention to it, you're not going to notice it until the end of the study. But I want you guys to go ahead and pay attention to it now, okay? So you'll see that in the gold card that this person only has 2 facial expressions. That's it. Okay. So you'll see one where they have tears on their face, right? But they still look serious. They don't really look sad, but they don't look happy either. They're really serious. Okay. But then you see one that does not have tears, but is also serious. So then maybe this personality type takes everything really serious. And then maybe you probably only see emotion out of them if you really make them upset. But even if you make them upset, then maybe they're just the type to just not even talk to you. Maybe they're not going to be all that expressive, like crying, hollering, screaming, throwing stuff. That may not be who they are. I don't know. But just notice that they only have 2 expressions. Okay. And you may notice some other symbolism in there. It's just, all about what you see. Now, I don't want you guys to assess 1, 2, 3, or 4 on any of these right now, because right now we're just going to look at all of them. And then once you look at them, I want you then to compare them. So don't do anything now. Just kind of look and listen. Okay. All right. So then let's go to the blue. Okay. Now, here's some things I want you guys to notice about blue. All right. Here we go. So the blue, you're going to see a rainbow. Okay. Here's the thing about a rainbow. A rainbow is made of a variation of different colors. Okay. Maybe this person stands out. Okay. Maybe this person is, and a lot of times you don't see a rainbow until after the storm. So maybe this is the kind of person that when they go through something, right? Maybe there's beauty in who they are after they go through it. The rainbow can symbolize so many different things, but I will say in this particular study, I kind of feel like that rainbow, it just represents all the different parts of something. And all of those different parts makes that one thing about that person completely beautiful. So now let's look at the water. And the thing about water is constant. It does not stay still. Water will take over any area that allows it to flow in. Okay. And maybe this person is really into nature. Maybe this person is all about their energy and how they, what do you call it? Let me see. So when I meet new people, okay, and I get a sense of their energy. Okay. Have you ever been around someone and there just is something about them that makes you really uncomfortable? And so you really don't want to be around them and you can't really name what it is, but you just feel like a heaviness around you. And you're just like, yeah, not my kind of person. I really don't want to be around you. I don't like how this is making me feel. Then you can just, maybe it's their energy. Okay. Maybe it's something about them that just makes you like extremely uncomfortable. Okay. So that in itself can represent energy. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that because in life, okay, energy can never die. It does not go away. It just transforms. That's it. It goes from one type of energy and it transfers over to another one. It's just always going to transfer. It's never going to just leave it. It's always there. Okay. So when I see the rose in the water and I see that the water is moving, and I see that the people are in the water, then maybe they feel like their vibe kind of flows with the universe. Maybe they're all about the universe. Maybe they're all about energy. And if you look at the rainbow, they're all about maybe seeing the different sides or the different versions of something. Okay. And you see the blue skies, maybe, and you see blue all through the picture. Maybe it's just about, I don't know, makes me think of going to a beach, and the sun is out and there's no COVID-19 and no quarantine. And there's like people at the beach. Yeah. So it makes me think of like, a chill type vibe, right? Okay. But here's the other thing. I see the flowers. I see the guy who's kind of like creepingly looking at the girl. I don't know if that's somebody he likes. If it's not, that would be really weird. Yeah, I think they like each other. So anyway, I know that's random. But okay, so they're looking at each other, right? So maybe this person is all about romanticizing, and maybe they're very emotional and they're definitely into love and caring and giving and all of that good stuff. Okay. And maybe he's that close to her because he wants to show her that he cares about her. Okay. Got it? So if you compare kind of the blue to the gold, the people in there. So the people that are in the blue, they're kind of close together. They're kind of, their bodies are touching in some way, form, or fashion. In the gold, it's not all that touchy feely. It's kind of just like, hey, you stay in your lane. I'm going to stay in mine. This is what we do, kind of like that. All right. So that's the feel and the vibes and the symbolism that I'm seeing in the blue card. However, I want you guys to kind of look at the lady's face that's in the blue card. Let me see if I can. Okay, you'll notice that the lady that's in the blue card, hopefully you'll see the dots, but she has tears right here. Now, if she's looking the other way and she's not necessarily looking at the guy that's looking at her, maybe this is the kind of person that if you really upset them or make them mad, maybe they don't want to fool with you anymore. Maybe they're the kind of cut you off for a little bit. To me, to see the tears in her eyes, that kind of tells me that maybe this person is really emotional, especially because I see the rainbow that represents a variety of things, the differences and different aspects of what makes a person who they are. I just kind of feel like, okay, maybe this person is kind of like one of those people, they're very loving, but then if you, tread the waters and you hurt them or make them upset, then they can treat you a whole nother way. Okay. I don't know if you guys see it, but there's also a dove here somewhere. To me, kind of represents peace, love, nature, all that great stuff. All right. So now let's go to the green card. Okay. All right. So we have the green card. As you can see, the green card, the first thing that pops out when I see it, I see that eyeball right there. Okay. Now, I don't know if you have ever had anybody explain to you what that means. How can I explain this without? Okay. So there's this philosophy, okay? It's called the third eye, okay? And basically what this means is that this is someone who is able to look beyond a person and kind of see that person into a deeper aspect. Maybe you can see what makes their soul the way it is, what makes their spirit the way it is. Maybe this person, have you ever heard of people who can meditate, right? And then they can kind of make their bodies lift up off of the ground because they can meditate, or people that are psychic, people that are prophets, okay? people who know things that have never been revealed to anybody on earth before. These are people that are known as having a third eye, meaning that they don't just use these two eyes right here to look and figure things out. They're not about surface. They're always going to look beyond it. These are the kind of people that understand things on a much deeper level than most people. So if you kind of look at the symbolism, right, you see the question. These are maybe the kind of people that are like, but why? 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 Right? They want to know the whys behind everything. Also, they're very, very smart. They're researchers. If you look here, okay, you'll see images that represent maybe somebody who's a scientist. You see the hat, maybe they're into astrology, magic, philosophy. Okay, look at their faces. He looks like he's kind of like in dreamland. These are people that maybe they have a vision. Maybe they're always thinking about what they can do to get a deeper meaning of something. Okay, these are people that are deep thinkers. Got it? And if you look at the clothes, yes, he has on a suit, but it's also kind of like hanging. He's a scholar, those type of things. Just look at the different imagery. You see, and maybe they could be an astronaut. I don't know. Maybe they're into space. Maybe these people are just those kind of people. The things that intrigue them, the things that give them happiness and joy are reading, researching, inventing, creating, understanding things on a deeper level. That's your green. Got it? Okay. Now, let's look at the orange. Okay. Now, if you look at the dice, this symbolizes somebody who does not mind taking a chance. Honestly, I feel like the symbolism there is showing you that they live moment to moment, right? And they want fun and absolute fun every moment. And they will do whatever it takes to have that, right? If you see the globe, that can mean that these are the kind of people that love to travel, right? And as you can tell, she's flying, she's bungee jumping in the air. Okay. Maybe she's the type to she's just not scared to get out there and do it. Okay. Go get her. You see the tears there, but you see her smiling. They're not crazy, but they will flip on you. So maybe they can smile, but then maybe deep down inside, if you make them mad enough, they could be thinking about what they're going to do to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, I have a friend, right? When she gets really, really mad at people, she cries first. And then when she starts crying, we're like, peace out. Right. Because then we know she's about to flip. So I've met people like that. Like, when they start like laughing, when they're crying, it's time to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, sorry, parents, if you're hearing this, but I'm supposed to act like it's just me and the students in the classroom. So anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much the symbolism that I focus and that I pay attention to. Now, here's the other thing. If you notice that the guy who is surfing, his body is kind of like on top of the girl who's flying. So maybe this person isn't always aware of how their actions might be hurting other people, but they may not also care because they want the adrenaline rush. Got it? And maybe they have to be consistently busy. And maybe they just don't like rules. Maybe they're like, you know what? You only get one life. Maybe that's their mentality. And honestly, guys, all of us have all of these things in us. No one person is only made up of one color card. Okay. Everybody has this in us. It's just that we have, there's a dominant one that you're going to have. So maybe you can relate to some of these, but it doesn't really explain who you are. So if I told you to pick a card out of all four of these, right? If I said pick one that represents you completely or the most, right? then I would expect for you to pick either gold, blue, green, or orange as your 4. Okay. Now you only have 4 cards. Okay. 1, 2. Oops, my bad. Okay. 3, 4. So with these 4, you will need to choose which one of these cards is going to be your blue, which one is going to be your gold, which one's going to be your green, and which one's going to be your gold. So when I say which one, okay, which one of these cards, which one is going to be your 4? Which one's going to be your 3? Which one's going to be your 2? Which one's going to be your 1? Okay, out of those 4, that's it. So let's just say that I am right here. Remember, I told you guys this is where you're going to record what you relate to. Okay, so let's just say that you decide that the green card describes you to a T. So right here is where you would put your 4. Got it? If the gold card describes you, I don't know, a little bit, not much, maybe a little, okay, then I will probably put a number 2. Okay. Let's just say the blue card describes me a lot. Maybe I'm into poetry. Maybe I'm into love and energy and vibes and the rainbow and all that stuff. Then I would give this my 3. And then maybe I am not like a person who is like, I don't know. I'll just, whatever number I have left, I'll just choose that. Because honestly, I don't remember which one I did. I think this was a 4, and then this was a 1, and then this was a 3. Y'all, I don't know. I forgot. Okay, let me drink my coffee because I don't know. Anyway, okay. All right, so, okay, this is going to conclude the first part, okay, of True Colors that basically describes the symbolism in the cards. And so I'll be back with the next video to help you guys out. All right, bye.